Here we go with a Southern Mallee Giants report and Sammy White, who's been back after an injury. 2 weeks, he's back with us too. G'day, Sammy, how are you?
Yeah, going well, thanks, Flowman.
Oh, did I see an oversized jumper had to be ordered for a bloke to play his 400th game? A fellow who used to come on the radio, he never even told me that he was running out. Ross Brown?
Yes, Brownie's made his return near on 10 years since his retirement to tick over 400 games. So, yeah, it was a big occasion for the great man.
Apparently it was a father and son edition. There was not any Peter Dacos about Brownie these days, though.
No, not quite. He didn't snap any goals or anything, but he got a kick in the handball and a mark, so he was happy with himself.
He told me that he delivered it perfectly to Taylor Donnan, but Taylor Donnan couldn't get it through the big uprights, apparently, and Brownie was pretty upset about that passage of play.
Yeah, Turbo's having a bit of trouble, kicking him between the sticks the last couple of weeks, but he'll hopefully come back next year, get a few more through the middle.
Hopefully we won't see Ross Brown back. He's retired good and proper after his 400th, I reckon, and a game with Deck, his son, which would have been great to see. Look, getting to senior football where it mattered, though, and it was a fantastic performance by the Southern Mallee Giants. 21 goals, 2,146. The Horsham D's 4 goals, 7-31. A demolition job there, Sammy White, and no Coleman in this side, and you did it on the bit with a magnificent 10-goal last quarter. They were sailing over the head of the man at the goal umpire, and it was champagne football.
Yeah, that's it, man. No, it was definitely a really good win, and a win we needed to have, seeing as we come off a pretty bad loss the week before to Warwick. So, no, it was great to see. Horsham come out firing in the first quarter. However, we were able to sort of get momentum back towards the end of that first quarter and then sustain it throughout the game. And like you said, able to pile on quite a few goals late in that last quarter to really sort of solidify a good win.
Yeah, Tyler Lehman, good for the run. He booted 4. Benny McGee rode beautifully for a 4-goal effort. Luke Marnie out of the middle was kicking him over the head of the umpire in the last quarter with 3, and Rupert Sangster with 3. It was a good effort from Makita Rotamua Onus and Louis White in defence. I noticed Angus McSwain's in good form. Matt Bellinger always plays a hard, tough game. Billy Lloyd being in your best players all year. Good effort. Tyler Blake tried hard for them, and they had no goal-kicking power at all and were done pretty well and truly by a very good Southern Mallee Giants outfit. Is there anything that your coaching staff take out of this game, outside of the fact that the D's probably are no comparative match to you, but is it the injured players that are coming back that are actually getting that extra run, and that there are coming into finals a lack of those injured players? It's better now that you've actually got some of these players who are in form and no longer carrying those injuries? Yeah,
I think that was the main thing, Flowman, just getting sort of consistency and continuity back in the team, because obviously throughout the year we've had quite a few injuries, and finally last week we had majority of our team back on the park, and it was just good to see that we could still gel and play the Giants brand of footy that we sort of want to leading into finals.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was a very good performance by the Southern Mallee Giants senior side. They're 2s. Well, they came out with a fella playing his 400th game, and he got 3 touches, I think. At least he's claiming 3. It might have been 2. 23-13, 151 to the D's. Killed the Southern Mallee 6-1-37. But Turbo Donnan, I did notice that I'm calling him Tex from now on, because Tex was dynamite straight with 3 straight. Decky Brown kicked 2. He handballed 1 off to his dad, but he wouldn't kick a goal with it. Michael Saunders booted 1. A good effort there by the Southern Mallee forward line.
Yeah, no, I was probably a bit hard on Turbo before. He's actually kicked pretty well the last couple of weeks. I think he kicked 4 against Warwick, and then he's kicked 3 this week. So he's actually finished off the year pretty well. Obviously, I don't think that the game actually wasn't sort of, the scores didn't really reflect the game, I don't think, Flowman. The Giants had a few good passages of play, and it was actually a decent game to watch. However, obviously Demons are a lot stronger side and got a bit more power sort of up forward, and were able to bang a few goals on. But it definitely wasn't a pushover like the sort of score suggests. So, it was good to see the 2s go out, all guns blazing, and obviously. Tough way to sort of finish the year down the bottom, but they were able to get a couple of wins throughout the year, which makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, great stuff. Deke Roberts, of course, a three-time seniors B and F winner. And marvellous player, kicked 6 goals out of the midfield too. Joshy Meebus 5. They could do no wrong with Roberts in great form. He may, in fact, pick up a reserve grade B and F2 with his performances this year. There was the final match for the kids. They've tried really hard, this under-14 group, and we've been really proud of their efforts at the Southern Mallee Giants. And they actually took the side that has just demolished everybody else this year in the Horsham D's. I think if you take a look at their percentage, Sammy, their percentage is 2,089%. 16 games, no losses for the whole year. 2,089%. I don't think I've ever seen that. But they played against the boys from the SMG. And I'll tell you what, your lads kicked a couple of goals against them, which I think is an absolutely incredible performance.
Yeah, well, that was Lewin's main goal going into the game. Obviously, yeah, the Demons are a step above everyone else in the comp at the moment. But yeah, the Giants' goal for the game was to at least score. And yeah, they were able to do that by getting 2 goals, which was really pleasing. They didn't just let them walk all over them, and they actually, showed up and had a couple of good passages of play, and got 2 goals on the board. So Lewin was really happy with the boys about that.
Kobe with an E was magnificent. Kobe Hallam. Jackson Moore is going to be a star of the future. Ollie Credlin already has got the ball in hand and knows how to deliver it and use it. Spencer Williams, Leith Horman and Dylan Cook also amongst it. Cookie with a goal. Maxie Roberts has been a revelation up forward this year, and they will come back next year and be a good side. Hopefully an under-17 side for the Southern Mallee Giants next year too. And a good effort might add to in those reserve grades. The best players there were all young junior players coming through the ranks. Great to see. All right, that brings us to this week, and you've got a massive game. This is going to be important because you've got your full side in. You probably had to drop a couple of blokes who have been unlucky. I think you've got 5 changes to make, and those changes probably because your best side is now available and are coming into a final series. The Southern Mallee Giants, I think, are about to take the competition by storm for the first time this year.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case. Like you said, we've got 5 to come back in from the 10 we had last week, which probably puts us at full strength in terms of how our team could shape up, which is a great thing going into our first final. It's definitely still not going to be easy. Saints obviously touched us up by about 60 points last time we played them, but I think I think it would be probably 10 changes from the team that versed them last. So it's going to be, definitely a really, really tough day down at Matoa, but I'm quite confident that we should be able to get the win.
Yeah, well, the Delahunty boy, Big Kieran, he'll know that Matoa Recreation Reserve. He'll be able to sort through how we can put this side together. Coleman Shack, Zach Robbins, Lee Stewart, Liam Price, Kai Shears come into the side. Ben McGee, Dylan Martian, Braden Carra, Dean Garner and Tim Sanford all drop out of the side. This is going to be a very big match of footy. I've tipped the Southern Mallee Giants here because I think your best side is in, and I don't think Horsham Saints know what's going to hit them when the best side from the Southern Mallee comes down to play.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good test out for us because, like I said, it's only been the last couple of weeks we've had the full team on the park. So another week under our belt, sort of gelling as a group and sort of pushing ourselves. It'll really give us a good indication where we're at. In terms of the top teams.
Yeah, they got some good players. We know that. Mitch Martin's been kicking goals and Jared Garth's been excellent, kicked 46 for the season and been a terrific player for them. The ball in the middle is the key here, and your side, I think, has got the prime movers that they can get the ball and get it down. You've got Sammy White in the defensive lineup. You've got, I reckon, Zachy Robbins will be back there with his mate Sam White in defence. So I reckon this is going to be a really, really good game of footy. The other match on the weekend in senior football for finals, it's going to be the Minyat Matoa side against Dimmy. Dimmy have dropped off the pace a bit lately, and I think Minyat Matoa at Ararat on the Sunday, I think they'll get the job done here. Yeah,
Minyat obviously the last few years have been a really strong, powerful club, and they always seem to play well come September. So definitely can't take them lightly. However, Dimmy also have quite a few sort of factor players that can win a game off their own brute. So you never know with Dimmy whether or not they're going to turn up and put on a show or how it's going to play out. But like you said, I'd put my money on Minyat to probably get the job done there.
Asia Reikiwasa is a very, very tall and solid defender. The two Lamp boys will go hard. Billy Hayes, the Bordertown boy, is good, and Jonathan Ross is a star. So, as you say, they've got the X factor there. And Minyat Matoa, I think it's just a hard team with Tanner Smith leading the way there. Corey Morgan and Jay McGrath, good players. The Della Hunties are good too, Jordan and Lachlan, and also Jack John in that side still too. So, very good side. And I think Minyat Matoa. It's a big weekend. Training, where's it been? I hear the lights went out this week. Did somebody forget to pay the power bill?
Yeah, we on Wednesday night, all the boys come up from Horsham. We got through the warm up, and about 5 minutes into the first drill, the lights went out. So it tested the old eyes out. A couple of boys got blood noses, but that's all a bit of fun. They got them on eventually, so we were able to finish it off.
You're calling out loud and making sure that you got the handball to the player running by who couldn't see anyway. It was good football. I reckon Ross Brown probably would have come up well from that training session.
Yeah, he would have been able to snuck you out the back and head to the bar, I reckon.
He was in the forward pocket, sneaking out the back and not doing much. But great stuff there for the Southern Mallee Giants, making the finals first up, playing Horsham Saints this weekend with the right to play into the big one the following week against Ararat. Who will be the side that gets through? We'll find out at about 5 o'clock on Saturday night. And we'll find out for you, Sammy, how you all went and just how good you are going as a side when I talk to you next week.
No, thanks for that, man. It's out.